Welcome. On behalf of the entire University of Dubuque alumni family, we are so excited to see you all here tonight to celebrate this special milestone in your lives, your graduation from the University of Dubuque. Woo! My name is Katie Kraus, and I am the Director for Alumni Engagement here at UD, and also a UD grad from the class of 2011. Before we get started, just a couple quick housekeeping notes. You received 2 envelopes when you checked in earlier. That first envelope has your meal cards in it. If you have not already done so, please take that meal card out and put it at your place setting. That way all of the servers know which meal you ordered. And the second envelope is for the Annual Student Scholarship Fund. If you would like to make an investment in honor of your graduate this evening, you can do so by using that envelope and turning it in at the end of the evening. And while you get your meal cards ready, I wanted to give you just a few stats on this December's graduating class. We have a total of 155 December graduates this year. 107 of them walked in the commencement ceremony today. Yeah. 51 of those students earned their master's degree. 114 students earned their undergraduate degree today. And 1/3, which is 51 people to be exact, were part of UD's Learning Institute for Fulfillment and Engagement, otherwise known as the LIFE program. 12 graduates are current or former members of the United States military. And 4 of today's graduates were members of UD's very own faculty and staff. These stats are just a glimpse of what makes UD's student body so diverse and unique, and we would not have that any other way. Graduates, on behalf of all of us here tonight from the Office of Alumni Engagement and Advancement, the university community, and the grads that came before you, we are so excited to be here to welcome you into the alumni family, a network that extends across the nation and around the globe. But what does that mean? What does being a graduate from the University of Dubuque really mean? It means that you are part of something bigger. Bigger than your classes, bigger than your organizations, even bigger than your graduating class. You are a Spartan, and you will forever have that in common with over 19,000 other Spartans. Just remember, wherever you are is where our great Spartan spirit is. I encourage you all to stay involved with your alma mater in any way that you can. Attend events. I have the privilege of hosting alumni events not only here in Dubuque and on campus, but around the country. We realize that you may not always be able to come home to UD, so we bring UD to you. Events are a great way to meet fellow alums in your area and are seriously so much fun. Over the past years, we have rented VIP suites to sporting events, including the Chicago Cubs, LA Lakers, Colorado Rockies, and more locally, the Quad City River Bandits. And that's just to name a few. We have also hosted exclusive alumni gatherings at unique locations, such as the Wrigley Mansion in Phoenix, Arizona, and most recently, the Guthrie Theater in the Twin Cities. As you can tell, events happen all the time, and we are so excited to host several events in the coming months. Excuse me, here in Dubuque, in Cedar Rapids, and other cities around the country. Additionally, the Office of Alumni Engagement is thrilled to partner with Professor Alan Garfield to offer, for the first time ever, an exclusive UD alumni tour and travel program to Ireland and Scotland in May of 2019. All of these are opportunities for you now that you are graduates of the University of Dubuque. I also invite you to stay involved with your alma mater in any way that you can. Serve on committees, help us plan reunion gatherings back on campus, and be sure to come home as much as you can. Make sure you attend homecoming next year. Attending as an alum is a completely different experience than attending as a student, and we have some fun plans in the works for homecoming 2019. And while you're back, be sure to take a stroll down the alumni walkway. For those of you that do not know, the Alumni Association will place a special paver, which is your brick, engraved with your name, degree, and class year on the alumni walkway adjacent to the Conlin Colonnade of South Campus. Your brick is the university's gift to you and gives you a permanent place in the university's history. As part of preparation for homecoming festivities, bricks are laid each fall as a way of welcoming our newest alumni into the growing Spartan family. All of this, graduates, is what you have to look forward to now that you are an alum of the University of Dubuque. Now that I have shared all of this with you, it's a lot to take in, I would like to show you a little video of some of what this looks like. Hi everyone, my name's Katie Krause and I am the Director for Alumni Engagement here at the University of Dubuque. And my job is to keep you all connected as you continue on with the next step in your life. Alumni Engagement is the university keeping connected with you once you graduate through a wide variety of programming. For example, we've hosted many events at professional sporting games, wineries, social dinners, and also events here on campus, such as Family Day at UD and of course homecoming.
Alumni events like these are nice to get people that aren't necessarily as engaged to be more engaged with campus and more engaged with meeting alumni in the area.
Take a chance and go back to homecoming. If you don't want to go back to homecoming, take a chance and just go back sometime during the academic year. And you'll be impressed. You'll be really surprised at what you see. And you know, who knows? You might connect with some old friends, and it'll be wonderful. It'll be fantastic.
Homecoming is our biggest event of the year, and we invite all of you back to your campus home to not only reconnect with your peers, but take a stroll down the alumni walkway and find your brick. It is your place in the university's history. Alumni engagement is all about connections. Whether it be through attending university events, networking with other alumni, or volunteering your time to help current students. These connections make for a strong Spartan Nation and a strong University of Dubuque. And with that, it's time for dinner. I would like to invite UD's campus pastor, Reverend Dana Puriard, forward to say the blessing.
Thank you, Katie. I'm sure as all of you feel, I feel very privileged and honored to be here. It's a very special occasion, so let's return some honor and thanks to God as we pray. Gracious God, we acknowledge that you created all things, and you created this moment, a moment of honor, a moment of thanks, a moment of even of rest, as these graduates receive what they've worked so hard to get, that degree and that diploma that opens so many doors for them. We thank you for all they've achieved through their hard work, but we acknowledge that many, many gifts that you've given have brought them to this place. Gifts of faculty and staff and all the leaders of the university and supporters of the university, gifts of family and friends, voices of encouragement. Lord, we pray as we are about to receive a nourishing meal that will give us strength, that you'd help us to nourish one another with words of encouragement that are seasoned with grace. Help each graduate, through encouraging words in this meal, help each graduate be a good steward of all that has been invested in them and all that they've achieved. Lord, we acknowledge that you created each one of us and that you have a special purpose for each one of us. We pray that we would rest in gratitude through this evening, and we thank you for this food and this fellowship. All this we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
And my favorite UD memory is...
And my favorite UD memory...
One of my favorite memories from UD is... I'm Melissa Kent. I'm from Dubuque, Iowa, and I'm majoring in business, marketing, and human resources. My favorite memory at UD would be pretty much everything. I think like the friends that I made here at UD, the professors that I've had, the mentors that I've had working at Sylvia's, and just all the people that I have met have really changed my life.
My name is Evan Fair. I am from Dubuque here. My major is English Literature and a minor in Education. And my favorite UD memory is the Streamlines Conference and speak about a paper I wrote for one of my classes. Yeah, and that memory was incredible because I've never really opened up about things that I've written before, and my creative writing professor really pushed me to pursue this opportunity.
I am Cody Kramschuster. I am from DeForest, Wisconsin, right outside of Madison, Wisconsin. I'm majoring in business administration, and to be honest, I've had so many wonderful memories at the University of Dubuque, being on the baseball team and just around campus making friends. But my favorite memory was last year when we had a terrible snowstorm. My fiance and I had an hour gap in between two of our classes, so we're eating lunch in the MTAC building. Right outside of that building, there's a kind of a steep hill, and we sat there looking outside the windows, and it was just car after car trying to make it up the hill and sliding back down, and there was one woman came up the hill. She ended up sliding down sideways down the hill, looking straight into the windows, and just the look on her face was just sheer terror. I mean, she could not believe her car was going sideways straight down the hill. 10 seconds later, she was on the phone, and my fiance and I were trying to guess who she was calling and what she was saying on the phone, but I mean, after 30 minutes of probably 15 cars sliding up and down that hill, luckily nobody's hurt, no car crashes, people trying to walk up it. It was a fun sight to see.
My name is Kimberly Famigletti, and I am from Muskego, Wisconsin. And my favorite UD memory is my roommate actually got in a really bad car accident, and it was really cool to see the whole entire UD community get together and raise money and help support her in a fundraiser I helped organize for her.
Hi, I'm Maya, double majoring in business and marketing. I'm from Zion, Illinois. The favorite thing about UD will be pretty much the business department, how helpful they are with big impact on my future life.
Hi, my name is Tyra Sidoris, and I'm from Hillsdale, Illinois, and my major here at UD is Digital Arts and Design. One of my favorite memories from UD is spending time with my professors in the Digital Arts and Design program and having plenty of fun conversations with Alan and Sheila and Jean.
I would like to give a special shout out to the whole entire chemistry and education department. They are all awesome, as well as Deborah Stork, who got me to come here. She's an awesome advisor and made my decision to UD.
One big professor that made a big impact on my life would be Craig Marty. He knows what he's talking about. He pretty much tells us straightforward what you need to do and what would be beneficial for your life, and I'm taking that in for my future.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to my creative writing professor, Andrew Jones, for really pushing me to talk about things and write about things that I wasn't prepared for, and really helping me develop and prepare myself as a writer for the future.
Okay, so I'd like to give a shout out to Professor Craig Marty and Rafiq Sano. So they both have impacted my life a lot while here at UD. They both pushed me to be the best version of myself. And I really think Craig Marty has made a huge impact in my life, as he was somebody I looked to when I changed my major from nursing to business in the middle of college, so that was a little bit crazy. And I would also like to give a shout out to Margot Kettles. She is my boss here at Sylvia's, and she has always believed in me and has been a true mentor here at UD.
One of the top professors that's made a large impact on my life is Alan Garfield. He has mentored me, made me the designer that I am today, and has helped me with a lot of life issues as well as school.
While I've been here on campus, there have been so many professors that have changed my outlook on life and my goals and just my attitude. I would say hands down the business professors, the business department at UD is they're incredible. I don't want to name one professor because they're all just hands down phenomenal. all of them together, they work so well. They know when to push you, when to help you. They know how to help you outside of class and relationships and just the connections and networking. The entire business department, they're amazing.
My favorite Phi Theta Psi event would have to be Theta Week. I get to spend a lot of time with my brothers and sisters throughout that week, as well as I get to spread the word about Phi Theta Psi and the things that we do. We host mental health awareness and an event called St. Baldrick's throughout the year. It's a lot of fun getting other students involved in those events.
So I got to be admitted to the Alpha Chi Honor Society, and that was really incredible to me. I was in there with my close family. A lot of my friends were also being inducted, and just being recognized for my hard work and dedication to my studies was an incredible experience.
So while at UD, I was involved in many different organizations, one being Lambda Tau Delta, which is a sorority here on campus, which focused on giving back to the community, so I really enjoyed that. I was also involved in Love Your Melon, so that is another organization that actually stands up for pediatric cancer, and you may see they sell hats, so some of you may have them. And then also I was involved in Dance Marathon, which was actually at Loras College, and that was to raise awareness for the Iowa Children's Hospital. That was super awesome. We danced for 24 hours straight, and it was exhausting.
Being a part of a team is awesome. You get to make friends and you get to know girls right away when you're on campus, and it's just an unbreakable bond that you have with these girls because you have blood, sweat, and tears, have done everything with them, and have even survived the fitness tests.
The time on the baseball team was definitely one to remember, whether it was 5 a.m. sled pulls and everybody just super grumpy, or trips to Florida and Arizona. But I think winning conference for the first time in program history was pretty unbelievable. Last year we made a deep playoff run. We won conference tournament, won the conference regular season, and lost to a team that we beat earlier in the year in regionals. So, I mean, it was a pretty incredible experience. It was a lot more fun than freshman year. I mean, freshman year, 10th inning, I botched the ball to make us lose a game against conference. So to come back from that and actually play on a team that won conference was a lot of fun.
My favorite day at homecoming week was the twin day, personally, because it made me think of like high school, because we used to do that in high school too, so it just brought back a lot of memories.
One of my favorite things about the University of Dubuque was the various shows and experiences going on at the Heritage Center. I knew plenty of people that were involved in the theater program there, so I loved going and watching their performances, but my favorite memory was this magician they brought in last year that was just unbelievable. My mind was blown away watching him perform there.
Throughout my first 2 years at UD here, I was in the WENT program. It's an amazing program that helps you become a better person, but also helps you within the community. So every person, when they walk on campus, is like, hey, I want to be a good person, I want to do good things in life. But WENT actually sets up gives you steps and guides you along to actually make you a better person. Whether it's service projects that they help you with, it's classroom discussions, or professors and other people that they bring in. I know we brought in Father Boyle out from California, who helps with gangs and inmates that are trying to recover and make a better life. And that guy is probably the funniest person I've ever met in my life. His worldview, his look on life was incredible. Super nice person, made anybody laugh, and I mean, he dealt with some terrible people in California that were, did terrible things, got out of jail, got out of gangs, but he didn't say, oh, these are terrible people because they made terrible mistakes. He said, all right, they made a bad mistake when they're 16, a bad mistake when they're 22. They had this, let's figure out a way to make them better. Let's figure out what steps they need to get back in life. And just to see what his program inspired into and the amount of jobs and families that he helped, it was just incredible.
So what I'll miss the most about UD and college in general would be all of my friends and relationships that I have built here. I've really been able to go outside of my comfort zone. I think growing up I was sheltered in the way. I was afraid to, I kind of thought everybody had the same views as me, so it was really cool to come to college, meet all different kinds of people from different places, and kind of get to know the way other people live their lives, so that was really awesome.
I'm really going to miss the English faculty and how close-knit the English majors were and all the experiences and things I've read and the smaller class sizes, I just really became such a family with my major, and it was awesome.
I will miss all of the friends I have made here. I've made so many friends from being a student ambassador and being on the soccer team, and there's just a very welcoming, homey campus here.
I will truly miss my friends. As we all go into the real world, get jobs, we're not going to be able to hang out as much. And right now, you can hang out with your friends on the weekends, in class, at night, and you get to see your friends 7 days a week all the time, and there's so many memories and laughs, and I mean, there's 10 stories off the top of my head where I can just laugh out loud thinking about my friends, so I'll definitely miss that aspect.
Actually, I'm going to miss being a young adult, and now I'm about to go off and actually having to pay more bills. Really not ready for that yet.
Go Spartans!
Go Spartans!
Go Spartans, boys!
Go Spartans!
Go Spartans! Go Spartans!
A huge thank you to all of our graduates who volunteered to participate in the video. That just is a very small gathering of memories and so many more that happen on our beloved campus home. It is a true testament to our campus community and our professors and everyone who helps make UD the place that it is. So without further ado, I would like to invite President Bullock forward to say a few words.
I feel like King Kong up here. It's a little... We're close. I don't know what's happened here. This is anyway. Measure once, measure twice, cut once. Right? Something went wrong. Anyway, first of all, Katie, thank you for organizing all of this, and thank you, your team, for organizing this. So, why don't we, all of us, thank Katie and her team for bringing us all together here tonight. For those of you who are graduating, I want to again congratulate all of you, and you've earned this, and I really want you to soak this up. And for me, I have to tell you, the December graduation is really one of my favorite times because it's a much more, I love spring graduation. The December graduation is more intimate, and in Heritage Center at Butler Hall, it's really we have the opportunity to be able to see all the faces of your family members and their joy, and that's a lot of fun for us as well. So congratulations. Family members, thank you. First of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your children with us, for entrusting them to us. I'm really proud. I have an opportunity every day to work with some amazing faculty members and staff members, and who are, I can tell you, are really committed to your children and to their future. You know, lots of times as president, you notice how Katie said offer a few remarks. Did you hear that, the few part? I say this to folks. I used to teach public speaking. So there's the 3 B's of public speaking. You know what they are? 3 B's. First one is to be bright. The second one is to be brief. And the third one is to be gone. So those are the 3 B's of public speaking. But what I want to say, and I will be brief, is I was thinking about, what do you say in these few remarks? And for some reason, what popped into my head, are there any Chicago Bear fans here by any chance? Yeah? All right. Well, one of a young man that graduated last December, actually, is on your practice squad. Michael Joseph. He's a wonderful young guy. And we saw him, a couple weeks right around homecoming. He was back visiting, and he's doing very well. But one day, I really hadn't watched much of the Bears until Michael got on the team, and so I decided to start watching, and I'm looking at the coaches, Matt Nagy, right, is the coach. If you look at his, whatever this is, whatever coaches carry with them, what's that called, Coach?
Game plan.
Game plan. He's got on the board of the game plan, he's got 2 words. Simply says, be yourself. Be you, exactly is what it says. Be you. And as I noticed that, one of the commentators made notation that when he was interviewing for that job, on his file that he carried for himself with notes, were just the simple 2 words, be you. And clearly he's done very well by just being who he is, by being who he's created to be. And I don't know, honestly, that there's any better thing, any fewer words, better fewer words a president could say than to say to all of you is to be you. Be who you were created to be who you were raised to be. And you do those 2 things, you're going to have lots of opportunities in your young lives. Sometimes they're not going to come as quickly as you want. Sometimes they'll come more quickly than you expect. Most often they'll come when you're not seeking them. And my advice is during those times and through the course of your professional life and your vocation, your life with your family, your life with those you love, is just to be you. Be comfortable being you. Be comfortable being the person you were created to be, the person you were raised to be, and be comfortable sharing that sense with those around you. You can't go too far off track if I believe if you follow those 2 words. Now, the final thing I want to say is in the process of being you, remember this. It's not all about you, right? You know that. And one of the things we've tried to instill within you here is to have a spirit of compassion and a spirit of desire to serve others, to be about making the world a little better place because of your presence. It isn't all about you, and it's about what can be done through you. And so as you go out, if you go back to California, or you're up in Wisconsin, or you're in Illinois, or in New York, or Pennsylvania, Minnesota, Iowa, or wherever you may be, in the process of being you and remembering that it's not all about you, be daring enough and willing enough to share good news, hopeful news, and encouraging news with those around you, with your workmates, with your family, with your neighbors, with your city, with your community. People need to hear that. And bit by bit, ripple by ripple, as we do this as alums and as people who love the University of Dubuque, all 19,000 of us, trust me, it does make a difference. It makes a difference in this world we live in, and you are the ones that will and can do that. So I just want to conclude by being brief, my 3rd B, by saying it's really been a privilege for me to be able to serve you as your president. I have the disadvantage of not being able to know all of you really well over a 4-year period. I just get started to know a lot of you about the time you're ready to graduate, and that's my loss. But what I do know is what I get to know, I see a glimpse of really the beauty and the possibility that's in each one of you. And as I get older, and I'm not that old, but as I get older, lots of folks around me are negative about the future of our world and our country and our communities. I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I have lots of confidence in the ability of this generation to do the things that need to be done to help all of us be the kind of people that I believe we were created to be. So, God bless you. Congratulations. It's been a privilege to spend 4 years, sometimes 4.5, and on a few occasions 5 years with you. And I look forward to seeing you as alums. I run into lots of you when I'm traveling, airports. I was in the Pittsburgh airport kind of late, as I usually am. I hear, Dr. Bullock, and there's one of our alums, Dana and I, were out in Jackson Hole, Wyoming at a Mexican restaurant waiting in line. And there were two people that said, "Oh, hi, Dr. Bullock, Dr. Bullock." So I never do anything wrong when I'm traveling because I know we're going to be found out. So there's no longer any anonymity in our lives, and that is a joy. So God bless you, and thank you all very much.
Thank you, President Bullock. We do have one other person here with us tonight that would like to share a few words with our graduates and everyone here this evening. The president of the Student Government Association, Ms. Marissa Jors.
All right, hello, class of 2018. Congratulations on this incredible achievement that you've all earned. I know just as well as all of you do how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into that diploma you got today, so congratulations. Again, my name's Marissa. I'm the president of the Student Government Association at UD, and I'm here today to not only offer you my sincerest congratulations, but also to help you reflect on how your time that you spent on our small campus will be carried with you for the rest of your lives. Whether you spend countless hours in the Dubuque campus or in our life program in Cedar Rapids, all of those experiences, both in and out of the classroom, have shaped you into who you are today. And who you are today are intelligent and capable adults ready to face the world head on with everything it's going to throw at you, including student loan payments. And so while college can't teach you everything, thank God we all know the quadratic formula and Microsoft Access and everything we learned in Worldview. But truly, we are a part of the most educated and diverse education generation in history. We have all the knowledge in the world at the tips of our fingers, and we are intimately connected with people and cultures all across this planet. We're going to use this as our own form of power, and one day we're going to create a better society, and each one of us is going to have a hand in that. And know that if you ever want to make the world change, you have all the power at the tips of your fingers. You just have to work hard enough. But in a world so obsessed with progress and with influence, it's so common a thought that we're just one person among billions. How could we ever make a change? But every change in the world started with just one individual, with just one spark, and they believed in their message enough, and they worked hard enough that it did change the world. And even if you aren't looking to change the entire world, you hold the power in your hands to change your own world and to make it what you want to be and to become who you want to be. So be someone that you admire, because no matter what, you're going to be the person that you're going to spend the most time with. So live out your passions, travel, explore. Don't live to work, work to live. Don't live to work, work to live. And enjoy your life wherever you want to. It's the only one that you've got. And maybe our generation does like avocado toast and fancy coffee, but we also like peace and inclusivity and knowledge. We know more about this universe than any other generation, and that's going to be our own power that we'll carry with us. So no matter where you are, who you are, where you're from, what language you speak, or how you love, we are all one. We're all Spartans, and we've all spent long hours in the classrooms, often spending more time with our professors and with our classmates than our friends and family. Our homes have become the science center, the heritage, and the library, and we've all laughed and cheered together from the egg dash to Jim Wand, Saturday football games to the march, and finals feast to the wingo. Many of you began your journey in air conditioning-less Aitchison, Cassett, or Donnell, and other of us have started our journey and come to campus in order to get a bachelor's or graduate degree as part of a lifelong dedication to education. We've spent long nights studying so much that we never got enough sleep, and others of us have worked so hard in our classrooms. We've all spent time together in the cafeteria. We've all met some of our best friends on this small campus. It's up to each one of you now to write your own destiny, but you need to know that you always have an entire family standing behind you and supporting you, all of us linked together by this small community on this small campus in this small Midwestern town. And as you leave today, the Student Government Association has partnered with the Alumni Office to give you all a parting gift, so make sure to take it as you exit tonight. And I'd like to leave you all with a final quote, which I hope you remember as you walk in your lives and you face many challenges and decisions where it may not always be easy to do the right thing. As former President Barack Obama once said, "Change will not come if we wait for some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek." Good luck with everything you do today and always, Spartans, and I'm proud to call you all my family. Thank you.
Thank you, Marissa. There are several others here this evening that we need to thank that helped make this evening possible. First and most importantly, President Bullock touched on this, but to the families and friends of our students. Thank you so very much for supporting your student through their college years and for making the sacrifices that have given them the chance to earn their degree and for pursuing their dreams here at the University of Dubuque. Now, typically we ask all the graduates to stand up so we can congratulate them, but I think we need to switch it up a little bit tonight. Could I have all of the families and friends of our graduates please stand? Now, graduates, please stand as well and give your parents and loved ones a hug. I would also like to thank the Dubuque Golf and Country Club staff for preparing and serving the meal that we have enjoyed this evening. And to the Student Government Association, thank you for your continued support and contributions. Just a couple final notes before we leave this evening. As you exit the banquet room, we will have some little Smug Mug cards. Smug Mug is a photo sharing site that we will post all of the photos that were taken this evening and then the candid photos that were taken at the commencement dinner on that site. So you're welcome to view, download, and print them directly from there. And then as Marissa mentioned, graduates, make sure you grab your gift as you leave. And lastly, I know you all all the graduates put your name in for a little prize drawing. I think Sparty might be back to help us with this prize drawing here. Oh, there he is. Come on up, Sparty. It's good luck when Sparty brings it, right? Okay. Marissa, do the honors. Drum roll.
All right, the first winner is Sylvie Brizzard.
So just a little fun fact while Sylvie comes forward. How many of you knew that it was National Hot Cocoa Day? Anybody else know that? Yes, right? Okay, so Sylvie's grand prize winner is a UD coffee mug with some hot cocoa and some Betty Jane chocolates. Just a fun fact for the evening. Go ahead.
All right, Carl Domlos.
And last but not least,
Javon Tucker.
Actually, we were practicing very carefully.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for being here this evening with us. I would like to get a photo of all the prize winners with Sparty before you take off, so if you could come forward, that would be great. But once again, congratulations, graduates, and Merry Christmas, everybody.